Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Julian Slice2 from Radioactive Sandwich, and I wanted to give you guys a tour of the new studio that I just recently finished in my new house. Give you guys an idea as to the gear that we use for Radioactive Sandwich, and thought some of you might find this interesting. So let's start over here. There's a door. That's where you come into the studio. Yep, and we go around here. We got some shelves with some random sandwich gear and books and manuals and steel drums and such. And over here we have the computer, which is a PC Audio Labs computer. And on top of that you can see a Soundcraft mixer, which we use when we play live sometimes and for other mixer duties. Over here is a Korg MS-2000 BR. This is actually my second MS-2000, as I had gotten the first one many years ago and sold it because I was young and stupid, and then a year later I bought another one. So don't sell gear unless you're positive you will never want it again. Up here you can see Grandpa Sandwich hanging out, sorry, this is Uncle Sandwich. Grandpa Sandwich couldn't be here today. A pair of Sony headphones. This is the Access Virus C, which I've had for a bunch of years, and when I started writing music almost a decade and a half ago, this was the synth I always wanted, and when I got it I was very happy, and I'm still very happy. This is the FirePod sound card. I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. I think I've outgrown it. It's a little noisy, doesn't really work as well as I'd like it to, but it does the job. You can see I have Stwodio BM5A monitors over here, which are 5 or 6 inch domes, woofers rather, with the tweeter, and then attached to that, which you won't really be able to see down there, is a BM9S, which is the paired 10-inch subwoofer. Here's FL Studio exporting a brand new track that I can't tell you about yet, so stay tuned for that one. On here we have a PreSonus Tube Pre, which is a pretty nice tube amp for, you know, the limited vocal stuff that we do. It actually belongs to Slice1, but I've been holding on to it lately. Hooked into that right now is an SM57. We have a couple other mics lying around that we use. This is the Novation Remote 25 SL, and I actually prefer this original version to the newer ones because it's got the dual LCD screens, which I find to be much nicer when you're using a lot of stuff, when you've got it auto-mapped to a bunch of plugins. Down here we have Slice1's Nord Lead 3, which I've also been holding on to for him. It's nice. We use it a bunch. You'll hear it on some of our tracks here and there. My favorite thing about it is that all of the knobs are LCDs, have little LEDs or whatever around them, so whatever preset you bring up, it automatically puts it where it belongs, which is a great feature. I'm kind of surprised that a lot of other synth makers haven't implemented that. There's a rain stick you can see with my ghetto bass traps in the corners, and a sound bar that just gives me another place to monitor. Over here's my live table, which I use for rehearsing and random other stuff. Here's the Chaos case that I recently built with a Chaos Pad 3 Plus, going into a Chaos Pad 3, going into a Chaos Pad 2, which goes into a TC Electronic Corona Chorus and a TC Electronic Hall of Fame Reverb, and then all of that will either go into that Soundcraft mixer or right into the Native Instruments audio control sound card. I also have these BX5 monitors here, which were the first monitors I ever owned, and they still work fine, so I figured no reason to stop using them. Here's an old HP laptop I've been using for a bunch of years. We also have a Chaosilator actually hooked up, which goes into this Chaos Pad, and I can flip between the microphone or the Chaosilator. Here's another mic, the SM58, which is a great mic. And an old mini Chaos Pad, which I don't really use very much anymore because the line input and output is just a little quiet. And here's another pair of Sony headphones. I'm not really sure why I have so many Sony headphones. And down here there's a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, this is basically my studio that I finally got to build and get pretty much all my gear set up in. you know, there's still little things here and there to always do and more gear to always buy, but for now this will have to do, and we hope you guys like what comes out of it. So have a great day. Toodaloo!